Welcome back. We're here to preview Wednesday night's match in the Premier League between Everton and Hull. Barnes, let's start with Everton. That was their first defeat in almost 2 months against Spurs.
Yeah, disappointing one. Ended a run of 8 games without a defeat in all competitions. And Tottenham, they haven't been great at White Hart Lane this season, so Everton would have fancied going there and getting something out of the game. But they were deservedly beaten in the end. They took the lead for a superb Morales goal. But Tottenham, they played really well. Everton, never really sort of matched them. They had more possession, but they did push on after they got the lead. A couple of players didn't really turn up to the game, and Tottenham, they just pressing all over the field. Everton couldn't really cope with that at times, so they were deservedly beaten. It was a disappointing performance from the Toffees, really.
Yeah, and I think especially disappointing was the two strikers for me, Lukaku and Eto'o. I mean, Eto'o started sort of just behind Lukaku, but neither of them did anywhere near enough for me. Lukaku, maybe they might have been a bit tired. They went to Wolfsburg on the Thursday night just before that, and it was a great win in Germany against Wolfsburg, who are right near the top of the Bundesliga. But yeah, so they might have been a bit tired. But yeah, Lukaku and Eto'o for me particularly disappointing. They need to start finding their feet because they've never really hit the ground running. Especially Eto'o, he's come in. He's had his moments here and there, and it was quite an impressive signing by Everton. I thought, to get Eto'o, I'm sure he had offers from clubs that are offering him a lot more money wage-wise, and he came in, but he's never quite looked settled for Everton for me. Lukaku's had his on and off games, but I think one positive for them was the performance of Barkley. We know the talent he's got, and that was definitely his best Everton performance for a little while. So good dribbling with the ball, and if anything, he just didn't have quite enough help from the likes of Lukaku when he went forward. So yeah, that was a positive, but on the whole, yeah, quite a disappointing result.
It was disappointing, but they'll fancy their chances coming into this game because Hull are in poor form, 4 defeats in a row now. The latest one of them at the weekend against Manchester United, 3-0. They were well beaten. Took a couple of moments of quality. Rooney's finish and Van Persie's finish, both really, really good goals. Moments of class that Hull don't really have within their team, but still, it was a comfortable win for United. And Hull's performance was pretty poor, and their form is awful now. They're sliding down the table, and they're going towards the bottom 3 now, and they need to find a win sooner rather than later to get out of that.
They do, and they'll definitely be looking over their shoulders. The 3 promoted teams, Burnley, QPR and Leicester, in the bottom 3. They're only out of the bottom 3 on goal difference at the moment, and yeah, like you say, another scoreless game as well. They've scored just once in their last 5 Premier League games, and that's an area they have to sort out soon because, if you don't score, you can't win games. And you look at all their different players they've got. Jelovic, he had the odd good game towards the start of the season, but he's gone off the ball. Abel Hernandez, he's never quite settled, and you just look at all their players. Ben Arthur's got to do more going forward. Obviously Gaston Ramirez got sent off, so he's now missing, and they sort of, they seemed quite unsettled up front. Steve Bruce hasn't quite worked out exactly what his best way to go forward and play attacking football is, and it needs to be sorted out soon because, terrible run of form.
Yeah, goals have been an issue. Away form's been an issue as well. They haven't scored in the last 3 away games. They haven't won in the last 8 since the opening day of the season against QPR, and we all know how much they struggled at the start of the season. So that's going to be a big worry because at home they've been okay, but away from home you need to pick up fairly regular points if you are to, because they would have been expecting around about mid-table, maybe pushing towards mid-table this season. And if you don't win away from home, you don't pick up points away from home, then that's not going to happen. They need to improve on the road.
Yeah, and Goodison, it's always one of the toughest places to go, isn't it? Do you think they can get anything out of this one?
I don't. I expect Everton to bounce back, and Hull just in poor form. I'm thinking for a 2-0 Everton win.
2-0, yeah. I fancy Everton as well, to be honest. I think it's going to be 3-1, so I fancy Everton to win by 2 goals. Thanks for watching.